When I was in the octagon, I always wanted my people in the crowd. There's nothing like your people going insane at the fight. So it was always important to me that my people could get the best seats at the best price. And my sponsor, GameTime, is the best way to do that. Look, I'm not easily impressed, but GameTime got me. It's the only ticketing app that gets you complete peace of mind with your purchase. I can actually see the view from my seat on my phone before I buy. Their all-in pricing shows me my total cost up front. And I can buy tickets in seconds with just 2 taps. No queues, no spinning wheels, no stress. Just me, my phone, and a couple of killer seats. They've even got incredible zone deals. I pick the sections, they pick the seats, I save even more. And GameTime is proud to offer the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. They have your back with GameTime ticket coverage, including the lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, 24-hour returns, and more. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, GameTime will credit you 110% of the difference. GameTime is going to give you 110% of the difference. That's not talk, guys. That's a guarantee. Download the GameTime app. Use code Chael and get $20 off your first purchase. Last minute tickets, zero stress. Just click the link below. So this story won't quit going around. I'm in a little dressing room right now. Okay, I'm filming a commercial, but I'm filming it with fighters. So Dustin Poirier, Cory Sandhagen, Miesha Tate, just to name drop. But they're right on the other side of this wall, and we just all huddled up and we were gossiping. Dana had told a story that Francis, in the part of negotiations, had put hands on him, had physically touched Dana, and had physically touched Hunter Campbell. Now, those stories have been around for years. We've all heard the stories. I guess we just debated whether they were real or not. It turns out that they are. So I had an incident with Francis, and I was with my son, and it was a fairly small incident. I think the main reason I remember it was twofold. On a scale of 1 to 10, think of how mad somebody could be. Think of that, or even yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would get you your angriest? I felt like Francis was at a 10. And that part surprised me. Okay, now just to set this up, we're in a parking garage. Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz just concluded. We're in the parking garage just trying to get to vehicles, get out of there and get back to the hotels, right? I run into Francis, and I was behind Francis. So I came up to say hello. Now, in coming up to say hello, I'm going to grab him. I'm going to, hey, Francis, Francis, how you doing? And that's what made him mad. Hey, what are you grabbing me from behind? Like, he actually said that. Why are you touching me from behind? And I didn't touch him because he moved. I went to touch him, and he moves, and now we've squared up. I start screaming. And I remember first off thinking, what a surprise that was. I remember thinking, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're more angry than you should be. And number 2, so I tell this story later. Ends up some security's yelling at us, to break it up. My son was there. Now, Francis, when he looked over and saw my son, he stopped. He stopped completely. He didn't know my son was there. At any rate, when this whole thing is done, all I have is the story. I have nothing else to offer other than a face-to-face street confrontation with Francis Ngannou in a parking garage after the Jake Paul-Nate Diaz fight. Like, not for nothing, but I've got a pretty good story. I've got one witness to the story. Now, the one witness happens to be my son. And when I asked my son about it, son, could you come here?
Yeah.
Did that story happen?
Nope. Well, half of it. You never ever, no one ever yelled, number 1.
Okay, that's the security guard. You're saying that
no
okay.
Security guard yelled.
Was Francis pissed off at me?
No, it looked like you guys were having a friendly conversation.
Did Francis square up with me and yell at me or not?
No.
Who's the hero of this story, me or Francis? Who's in the right? In this story, am I the victim or is Francis?
Well, nothing ever happened.
Okay. Do you see the problem?
Nothing bad ever happened.
The only thing I get out of this entire exchange is a story. And my one eyewitness says it never happened. Not that it didn't happen the way I said that it happened. Not that one or two of my details got a little bit off. My one and only witness says the event never... Okay, was Francis Ngannou even there?
Yeah. No, he was.
All right, so I did run into Francis Ngannou in a parking garage after the Nate Diaz Jake Paul fight. That's at least true?
Yeah, you guys were walking by each other. You guys were in the same parking garage.
But Francis did nothing to accost me. Nothing scary. Nothing where he screamed at me.
No. You gotta remember, I was like way... It's like you two were back here, and I was like way all the way up there.
All right, but Francis is innocent in your mind.
Yeah.
He's innocent of what I'm accusing him of.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
You're wrong.
I thought Francis and I had a confrontation in a garage. But someone else thinks that it didn't happen. Guess we'll never know.